show for some people out there, man. I want to show for some people out there, man. I want to show for some people out there, man. I want to show for some people out there, man. I want to show for some people out there, man. I want to show for some people out there, man. some people out there, man. Put on a show for some people out there, man. Put on a show for some people out there, man.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Sweet Erickson T-Bird Gym, the second game of our doubleheader. Casper College men and Western Wyoming. T-Birds and the Mustangs. Casper comes in 22-5 on the season. The Birds have won 7 in a row. They are 11-1 at home. Their only loss at home to Indian Hills when Indian Hills was the #1 ranked team in the nation. As a matter of fact, of the 5 losses, we've said this before, 3 of them coming against teams that were in the top 5 in the nation are still in the top 10 in the nation. They have lost to #1 ranked Southern Idaho. They have lost to #6 ranked Indian Hills and #7 Salt Lake City Community College. Western comes in with a mark of 14-11. The Spartans and the T-Birds hooked up on the 4th of February. Casper came away with a 76-59 win. The Birds lead the series 93 wins against 34 losses. It began in the 1962-63 season. Casper College women just victorious, and they, of course, have won the North Sub-Region. They will go to Scottsbluff for the Region 9 tournament. That starts, I believe, the 9th of March. The men, with a win here today, would come pretty close, maybe even clinch the North Sub-Region and thus host the Region 9 tournament. So a lot to play for here today against a team that the T-Birds have beaten already once this season. So, I have to kind of gather myself here after that 75-52 win by the women. Welcome back to Erickson T-Bird Gym. We're set now to get the starting lineups. This is the way. I'm scrambled today. Western will go this way. They'll start with Chase Hettinger, 6'5", sophomore, averaging 7 a game. Comes from Castle Rock, Colorado. Hugo Ferreira, averaging 7 a game. He's 6 foot, a sophomore from Portugal, I believe. I'm going to have to double check here my own notes. Jackson Keel, the leading scorer on the team at 12 points a game. He's 6'2", a freshman from Sterling, Colorado. Then Eddie McPhee. McPhee, 6'7", a freshman from Denver, averages 11. Franklin Agu, averaging 11. He's 6'6". He is a sophomore, and he comes from London. T-Birds will go with their usual starting lineup. Jaron Harris. Harris, the sophomore, 6'1", from Los Angeles, averages 12. Jamison Epps, 6'6", sophomore, Lebanon, Kentucky, averaging 15 points a ball game. After that, we'll go to Ousmane Dia from Dakar, Senegal, 6'10", sophomore, averages 4 a ball game. Then Dalton Peterson. Peterson, the 6'3", sophomore from Encampment, averaging 15 a ball game. And Nestor Diachok from Moscow, averages a total of 11 points a ball game. He is a 6'9" sophomore. Birds come in averaging 90 points a game. Defensively, they give up 78. Western averages 76. Defensively, they give up 71. T-Birds shoot 46% from the field, 36 behind the arc, and 72% at the free throw line. Western is 46 from the field, 36 behind the arc, and 67% from the free throw line. T-Birds average 16 assists. They turn it over 12 times a game, and they get 9 steals a game. Western comes in with 14 assists a game, 13 turnovers, and they average 5 steals. The Birds average 42 rebounds. The opponents get 44. The Mustangs average 39. The opponents get 33. So Dia in the center circle to jump for the T-Birds, and we're set to go. Huge game for the T-Birds if they want to host the Region 9 tournament, which obviously they do. And the tap is won by Dia against Eddie McPhee. Harris into the front court, bouncing high post. Epps to the lane, has his shot a little too hard, and the rebound will be taken away and cleared by Ferreira into the front court. For the Mustangs, out top, Keel, the three-point artist, hits 49% behind the arc. Here's Peterson slapping the ball loose from behind and knocked it off Chase Hettinger and out of bounds. Birds will get it and bring it ahead to the right side. Harris working the left-hand dribble. Epps out top to Peterson. Back for Diachok. Birds playing on the perimeter right now. Harris dribble drive, reverse it up, couldn't get it to go. Rebound taken and cleared away on the run. Here's McPhee, will exchange out top with Chase Hettinger. This is a team that its record may not show it, but they have some talent and they're dangerous. Here's the long three that's no good, and the rebound will be cleared away by the Birds. I say that because Casper's only loss on this home court was when Indian Hills was ranked #1. Harris hits the 2. These guys played Indian Hills on this court. Western did the night before and lost by 3, 91-88. So they can play against the tough competition. Mustang basketball in deep. Layup is good. Franklin Agu. He's 6'6", a sophomore from London, and he is a bull inside. Peterson for 3. That's good. Dalton has put up 194 behind the arc this year. 5-2, Birds by 3. We've played 2 minutes in the opening half. Keel dishing down low. Follow-away jump shot is good. Eddie McPhee, the freshman from Denver, makes it 5-4. Harris looks to the sideline for something from Coach Gutting, and the Birds will bring it to Epps. Dribble drive, right hand from the left side is good. Jamison, 15 points a ball game, and also the leading rebounder on this team at 10 rebounds a contest. Out top, Keel gives it over to Hettinger, right side angle. They'll bring it back for a three-pointer from the left side. No, Harris will get the rebound. Jaron out of backcourt. His team up 7-4 right now. Diachoke for Peterson, another three, left it a little bit short. 3 minutes in, Hettinger exchanges with Keel and then hands it off for Ferreira. Hugo Ferreira loses his dribble. They'll bring it out top just inside the arc. McPhee with the miss. Long rebound, Epps for Peterson. Head fake on the three. Dalton into the paint, throws it up over his head, drew the foul. Should go to the line for a pair here. Foul. Nope, they're going to say it's before the shot. The foul was an Agu. It's the first for either team. Bird basketball in the front court. Epps will exchange with Harris, swing it back, Dalton. Peterson looked at a three, couldn't get it off, brings it back out top. Harris with 10 to shoot, has the ball knocked loose, it goes out of bounds. Shot clock will wind down to 9. Epps hit the deck, a little slow getting up. Hettinger will help him to his feet. Birds will play it into Harris, shot clock down to 8. Jaron all the way down from the right side, got a kind roll. Jaron Harris's 4th point of the night and a 5-point lead for the Birds. Mustangs on the attack. Keel to McPhee, lays it off the glass. It came out and then went back down and in. McPhee with 4 now, and the Bird lead is 3. Harris will bring it to the left side this time. Peterson exchanging with Epps, gets a pick, tries the three, and that's no good. Ferreira into the front court. They'll leave it for McPhee at the top. He's picked up by Diachoke, cross-court it to Ferreira. Right back to Hettinger. Has the dribble, and he'll be picked up by Peterson with 10 to shoot now for Agu. Dribble drive from the right side, throws it off the glass too hard. Birds back the other way. Dalton, Peterson outside. Diachoke for 3, no. Long rebound. Harris takes it at the top of the key. And the Birds with a new 20-second shot clock. Dia dumps it in low. Epps, the layup will not count. He was fouled before the shot. Chase Hettinger will get this one. 2 team fouls for the Mustangs, none for the Birds. Agu will take a seat. And it'll be Micah Pierce, a 6'7" freshman from Phoenix, in for the Mustangs. Bird basketball on the front clock with a new 22nd. Darius Robinson in, got bumped a little when he was dribbling, no call, give it to Harris. Harris between the circles. All the way down right side for Epps, tried to slam it. It came out. Harris gets the rebound on the baseline, then loses it. Jaron wanted a foul, didn't get the call. Back the other way after Epps missed on the dunk. Out top, Ferreira. That's no good from 3. Epps clears it ahead quickly for Harris. Peterson, right side corner, no. Hettinger with a rebound. Birds a little cold behind the arc right now. 14:20 showing on the clock here in the opening half. 9-6 Casper. Players on the floor. Ball comes loose. Peterson had Robinson running the court. Gets it to him in the corner. Darius burns the paint. Turns, slid to a stop. That's a travel. Well, the pace is fast, but right now Ball not finding the bottom of the net. .14:04 to go here. Opening half. And it's the Mustangs with the basketball. Jaden Peters set to come back for the Birds. Next dead ball. Keel giving it off. They'll get it to McPhee. Head fake over Diachoke. The two is no good. Ball knocked out of bounds, and Peterson couldn't control it. Last touch by Dalton. Micah Pierce battling for the rebound. Charlie Harris Jr., a 6'2 sophomore from Chicago, will play it in. Get it to McPhee on the right side elbow, double teamed. Clears it back out to Tyson Hawkins. Back for Keel at the top. McPhee, or rather Pierce, looking down low. 3 seconds to shoot. Harris will try the three and hit it right before the buzzer. And he will tie it at 9 with 13:10 to play in the opening half. Robinson to Merritt, who's back in the lineup for Peterson. Dalton all the way down, tries to throw it up, didn't get the call. And Harris, spin dribble into the front court, gives it for Keel. He's the three-point artist, and he'll nail it. He hits 49% behind the arc, and he's just given his team the first lead of the ball game at 12-9. Andrea Merritt for Robinson. Darius feeding down low. Epps tries to scoop it up with the right hand. Got it, and he's fouled. It's kind of a wild right-hander, but it was good. Foul will go on Harris, his first second team foul. Epps. They're going to say the foul was, okay. Waiting for it to put up on the scoreboard. We're tied at 12. Epps with the old-fashioned three-point play. Into the front court, spinning the dribble. Hawkins gives it out top. Harris for another three. That was in and out. And Epps with the rebound. Wants Robinson to go down the left corner. Jamison keeps, tries to jump stop, and has it knocked out of his hands and out of his out of his hands and out of bounds. On the right side, Harris and Epps have gone all the way for the Birds so far. Get it into Peters, burns the baseline, kicks outside. Merritt, 15-footer, got it. And the Birds go back on top by a deuce at the 12-minute mark. Harris exchanges with Hawkins, bouncing on the low post. Pierce turning against Merritt, trying to back his way in against the double team. Got it, and he's fouled. Ouch. Pierce, the 6'7" freshman from Phoenix, averages 8 points a ball game. T-Bird foul, his first of the ball game on Jamison Epps. We're tied at 14 with a chance here for Pierce to give his team the lead, and he will. Micah Pierce with his third point of the ball game. Harris walks it ahead for Merritt, exchanging with Peters. Peters looking outside. Robinson for three, got it. Darius makes it 17-15. Birds back up by a deuce. Hawkins cross courts it out top. Harris wants to shoo everybody down low, brings the dribble in front of the Bird bench, gives it out top. Lane Mitchelson, familiar name from Farson. Been a bunch of them that have played here from the Mitchelson family. The miss down low, and a foul will be whistled here. Merritt will get his first. Team fouls, the second for the Birds, 3 on Western, and Pierce to the free throw line to shoot a pair, missed the first one. Harris comes back in along with Ferreira for the Mustangs. Micah Pierce at the free throw line. That's off the heel, no good, but the rebound to Harris, sneaking in from the free throw line. So a new 20-second shot clock. Ferreira wants Harris to get it. Gets it out top. Hawkins on the dribble, spins into the lane, has it knocked loose. Epps coming away for the Birds. 2 on 3, running the break to Harris. Kicks outside. Robinson for a 3, no. And then the rebound, Marich with the rebound. I think they're going to get him for a shove. Not happy. His second. Team fouls are even at 3 apiece with 10:47 to go. Marich will come out. Diachok back in for the Birds. Birds right now in a man-to-man defense. Ball deflected, still comes loose, and Pierce cross courts it. Robinson will take it away, try to drive, has it blocked, but following up, Jaden Peters will knock it home. 19-15, Birds by 4. Wow. Peters all over Tyson Hawkins. Exchanges with Ferreira. Gets a pick, goes all the way down left side, and a foul's going to be whistled here on Jaron Harris. His first, that'll be the 4th team foul. Yeah, this is going to be a physical basketball game, I think. We're halfway through the opening half. Not a lot of fouls called, but a lot of physical play. Ferreira plays it in. Gets it to Pierce at the top. They'll go in the corner to Hawkins. Dumping it on the low post. Backing his way in. Mitchelson has it partially blocked. Epps will get the rebound and he'll be fouled. This should go on Pierce. Team fouls are even at 4 apiece. Timeout on the court. 9:53 left in the opening half. Casper 19, Western Wyoming 15.
Yeah, one of the rules we have in our program is for our guys to really encourage each other and be positive with one another. But I think a handful of them have taken it too far.
We're trying to figure out who the best dunk on the team is, you feel me? So first we got B-Nard right here. He got something for us real, you see me? Something real cool. Then we got Ness, something not too crazy. My former man from Turkey.
Jack Noakes back at the house that Swede built. Erickson T-Bird Gym, Saturday afternoon, key. North sub-region game for the men. Casper College trying to win the North sub-region and win the right to host the Region 9 tournament beginning on the 9th of March. Bird basketball, 4-point lead, just under 10 to go in the half. Diachok for Peters to Robinson outside. Harris will bounce to Nestor on the top, tried to turn at the elbow, had it swiped away. Ferreira, dribble drive, has his shot blocked. Oh, nice play. Defensively, Jaron Harris with the left hand on the block. Hugo Ferreira will bring the ball in. They'll kick it around outside for a 3 by the left-hander. That's good. Tyson Hawkins, 6'6", and a freshman from Lehigh, Utah, buried that one. 19-18, Bird lead down to 1. Robinson loses his dribble, finds Peters at the hash mark, and they'll bounce to Epps. Jamison, left side, pull up, fall away, no. Out of back court, Ferreira shut off at the top, finds Hawkins, Goes on the baseline, 15-footer no good, and the miss by Mitchelson, and the rebound taken away by the Birds. Epps for Harris in the corner, 3, no, Diachok soars in, knocked the ball to himself, had to feed it back out, and it's taken away by Western. And then the feed intended for Mitchelson, nice play again. Harris with a couple of good defensive plays on this last minute or so, managed to bat it off. Western, Dalton Peterson will return. Jaden Peters will take a seat. Birds by a point, approaching 8.5 to go in the opening half. Agu back in also for the Mustangs. Bird basketball, Harris. To the left side, dribbled it off his foot, but he was fouled first, and the foul will go. I believe on Hugo Ferreira, his first. Bird basketball. Casper on the attack. Epps wants to go left side, bouncing, and the layup is good. Nice look for Harris, who cuts to the basket for an easy 2. 21-18 Casper. Ferreira for Harris to Hawkins. Back to Ferreira. May have gotten away with a walk when he came to a stop on the right sideline. Harris trying to burn the paint. Ball knocked loose by Dalton Peterson. Gathered in. Epps for Dalton. Peterson going to pull up. Didn't take the 3. For Darius Robinson, right back. Dalton will take the 3 now. That's no good. Peterson a little cold behind the arc here. Just 1 for 4. 7.5 to play, opening half. At the top, Mitchelson dishes in deep to Agu, working against Diachok. That's good. He is a load. And it'll make it 21-20. Sean Gutting wants to take a little timeout here. Just a 30-second timeout. Western comes in with a mark of 14-11 overall. The Mustangs are 2-5 in the North Subregion. The Birds are 11-1 at home. They've won 7 in a row overall, and they're 22-5 this season. They beat Western in Rock Springs 76-59 on the 4th of February. If you're just joining us, the women were victorious over Western earlier this afternoon. Ran their record on the season to 26-3. Dalton Peterson will play it in, has Darius Robinson in the backcourt. Diachok, Dia, and Harris are up front right now for the Birds. Peterson to Usman. Usman exchanging. Robinson for Diachok, wants a 3, got a 3. Nestor's first points of the ball game come behind the arc. Birds back on top by 4. They've led by 5. They've never trailed in the contest. Agu pulled way outside, and they'll try and feed it down on the low post and threw it away from Eddie McPhee. Tyler Pacheco in early for the first time, trying to give the Birds a little spark here. The freshman from Casper, Kelly Walsh. Diachok will give it to him. He'll sling it over to Dia for Harris. Harris gives it to Pacheco. Tyler's going to try a 3. That's no good. Dia tipped it, but it comes away to the black-shirted Mustangs. Running ahead to McPhee. Pass is behind Hedinger, who managed to control it. Couldn't get a shot. Dia sticks his feet out. They didn't get him for kicking the ball. I guess he didn't get it. Keel will come back for the Mustangs, who will get the ball in their front court with new 20-second shot clock. Along the baseline, they'll play it in out top. McPhee will exchange with Keel, working against Pacheco. Tyler all over him. Keel tries to back in, spins it to McPhee for Agu in deep, score. He's got 6. He's such a wide body to contain, and then Harris drops it out of bounds. Jaron, who's had a couple nice defensive plays, just wasn't looking at the ball, ready to take off. 24-22, Birds by a deuce, under 6 to go, opening half. At the top, McPhee swings it outside. Keel for Agu, left-hand hook is no good. Dia rebound, and he'll give it to Peters, or to Harris rather. Jaron, elbow, left side, 15-footer's good. Harris with 8 now to lead the Birds, and the lead back up to 4 at 26-22. Out top, Hettinger for Keel, right back to Hettinger on the arc. Long baseline, McPhee, head fake against Dia, steps in and throws it up and in. Not much you can do about that. He's got 6, and the Bird lead at 2 as Jaron Harris has it at quarter court, bouncing to Diachoke. Back to Harris, wants a 3, get it. Boy, I tell you what, he's got 11 in double figures early, and the Birds now back up by 5 off the glass. Keel with a nice little 15-footer for his 5th point. Birds 29-26. Pacheco for Diachoke, 3, line drive, no. Agu claims the rebound. Here come the Mustangs. Out of back court. And a foul will be whistled here. Ferreira with the shot. Dalton Peterson will get his first, and Ferreira will go to the free throw line for a pair here. Hugo, 77% on the season, and the first one's good. His first point from Portlandia. Second one on the way. Chance to get his team within 1. He doesn't. Epps will clear the rebound. Wants Robinson to come get it in the backcourt. We're approaching 4 to go in the opening half. Quickly played. Diachoke for Darius. Robinson out top to Peters. In deep. Diachoke left-hand layup good. Calling for the ball, and Epps saw him, and perfect pass. 31-27. Diachoke wrestling down low with Agu, jump hooks and scores. He's just so stout. 8 points for Agu, lead down to 2. Robinson kicks outside. Harris, another 3, didn't go. Rolled around, laid on the rim for a while, took a snooze, and then bounced out. 31-29 Birds. McPhee driving the lane, loses the basketball. Birds will come back with Epps running the court. Layup is good. 7 for Jamison, the lead back to 4 at the 3-minute mark. Ferreira against Peterson, cross-courted. They'll go in the corner and the miss, and then a foul on the rebound. Agu got the rebound. The miss by Keel, but the foul's going to be whistled, I believe, on Diachoke. It will be Nestor's first. Team foul 6 for the Birds, 5 for the Mustangs, so it'll be Western ball along the end line. They'll throw it into the right of their basket and get it in right away. It comes right back to Ferreira. Cross courts it, almost threw it in the backcourt. McPhee alone for 3, that's good. He's got 6, the Bird lead is 1 with 2.5 to go. Harris behind a pick for Epps, trying to feed for Dia. Osman hits the floor, calls a timeout, And the Birds will get a timeout with 2:28 to play in the opening half. 33-32, Birds by a point. See if this is a 30 or guess it'll be a 30, so we'll stay right here. Casper being paced by Jaron Harris with 11. Jamison Epps has 7 for the Birds. The Mustangs have 8 from Franklin Agu. He is their leading scorer. The score sheet lists him as 6'6". Not sure if that's tall or wide. He's just stout and a load to handle underneath. He'll take a seat now. Epps will go to the free throw line here. No, my bad. Birds get the ball in. I saw him at the free throw line, thought, hey, give him the ball. He'll pull up just inside the arc, missed the 17-footer. 33-32. Mustangs can go ahead for the first time today. Hawkins trying to leave it, ball knocked out of bounds. I thought it was last touched. Thought maybe it went off Pierce's leg from my angle, but the officials may have a better look. Ferreira to throw it in. Brings it all the way out top to McPhee. Keel behind to pick. Cross courts it to Ferreira into the lane, dumps it off. McPhee trying to turn, looked like he hooked Epps. They'll kick it outside with 5 on the shot clock and they'll hit it. Ferreira with a 3 and his team gets the lead at 35-33. Harris dribble drive, no. Dia rebound, tries to go up, he's tied up and the ball will go over to Western Wyoming on the arrow. Birds showing some full court pressure here. Western still hasn't advanced it now, they get it across. Dia with a partial block, ball tapped up, couldn't get it. He blocked the shot by Hawkins. Under 90 seconds to go here in the opening half. Mustangs with another long 3, no. Peterson claims the rebound for Darius Robinson. Quickly, all the way down right side, floats a one-hander in. His 5th point of the ball game, ties it at 35 with 1 minute to play in the half. Keel back out top. Pierce Keel wants to go against Harris. Jaron's got him with 10 on the shot clock. To McPhee at the free throw line against Dia. Usman went for the block, didn't get it, may get the foul. This will be a tough call. Basket should count, I believe. They haven't put it on the scoreboard, now they have. Pierce gets the hoop. He's got 8. Scoreboard says he has 5. Okay. He's going to the free throw line. Biggest lead for the Birds has been 5. Biggest lead for Western has been 3. They can match it with a free throw here, and they do. So, Bird basketball. Shot clock at 24, game clock at 30. Dia is out of the ball game, and the Birds will get it to Dalton Peterson at the top for Epps. Epps all the way down the lane, left-hand layup, no foul whistled, and back the other way we come. Western can play for last shot, final 10 seconds. Epps and Pearson a race down court. Ferreira cross courts it right over Dalton Peterson. Keel will miss. He is their three-point artist. The half has come to an end. At the end of 1, it is Western Wyoming 38, Casper College 35. Wow. We're back after this.
I want to show for some people out there, man. people out there, man. Put on a show for some people out there, man. Put on a show for some people out there, man. Put on a show for some people out there, man. Put on a show for some
This is going to be my first degree in Casper College, my first college degree. And I think I'm going to be the first grandkid from my grandparents to graduate with a degree. I wanted to be a doctor, a surgeon, because I've always liked helping people in some way. But at that moment, I kind of went through a phase where I was like, oh, well, maybe, you know, college isn't for me. Maybe I can't do it. I think the main thing was my daughter, because I kind of had, like, I was doing a lot of things I shouldn't have been doing up until I was about 22 years old, and I found out I was pregnant. And I had an addiction, was kind of the reason why I didn't go back to school. I guess my confidence wasn't there, so I just didn't think I can do college. Over time, I think with just the support of my mom, and, you know, she's like, you know, you can do this, and she kind of motivated me to kind of, you know, do that. And then having my daughter, I was like, well, I need to do something, and I think that's the best option for me. Getting into the program, when I talked to Doug and Alexia, they're the directors of the respiratory therapy program, my confidence, I just, you know, I didn't want to open up to them about my background, but I knew I had to. And when I told them about my charges and what's going on, like they actually really just kind of put the cherry on top of the cake for me, because they accepted me for who I was, and they said, you know, not a lot of people can say that they've gone through an addiction and they're going to school, so you're doing an incredible thing. And you know, after they told me that, it just kind of really made me feel like I could do anything now. I love the program, and what makes a big difference is having directors that are there to kind of help you throughout the whole way and are willing to help you when you need help. It's a great program. They really set you up for success. And I feel I'm in my second year now, and I feel like I'm really getting things, and I feel like I'm going to be prepared by the time I graduate to be on my own. Very affordable, and it's just very easy access, and I've learned so much. After taking classes, like I'm so aware of my surroundings now. I'm so aware of history. I'm aware of medical terms and so much that I never had any idea of before. I've learned that I enjoy learning. It's something I never really thought that I liked, because I kind of slacked in junior high, high school, but now that I'm really putting my all into it, I've realized I love learning new things.
You know, my family told me when we were growing up, we don't expect you to go to college. We're not going to force you to do that, but you're going to have to work. You either work or you go to school. And I chose to work. And I started working full-time when I was 14. I was comfortable in my life. I was comfortable in doing what I was doing, and it was good work. I worked hard, but I was working 6 days a week, about 12 hours a day. I was managing a landscape lawn mowing business in town, and I was in a relationship at that time, and I didn't know that I could continue doing it. I wanted more, and I was quite frightened, to be honest with you, before I started school at 25. I wanted more for myself, and I was very encouraged by an individual to go to college then. Then I had a friend of mine he told me about the OT program here, because I wanted a bachelor's degree. I just didn't want it in biology at that time, because that was offered for the through the University of Wyoming, and this was through the University of North Dakota. I didn't do real well my first semester. My GPA ended up being a 2.5. which is average, and I didn't work. I just came to school, and I really didn't budget my time well, so my GPA suffered for it. Second semester, I took a job, just one job, working for Shirley Sibrel out at American Rentals. I did learn how to budget my time, and my GPA went up to 3.8. It's possible. It depends on how bad you want it, and it depends on where you want your life to go. It requires support, and I've had a lot of it. That, I think, increases your commitment to succeed, because people are helping you, and you want to do well as a result. I think that Casper College is a good choice, specifically because every faculty person that I know of cares about students. It's a good atmosphere. You get that one-to-one attention.
My name is Abigail Landwer. I'm from Powell, Wyoming, and I am a student here at Casper College. I decided to choose Casper College mostly because of the financial option, but I also decided it was a really good place to start. So I think my favorite thing about being here on campus is probably all the opportunities I've gotten. For example, I've gotten to work with the Casper Star-Tribune, and I've also gotten to work with the PR department here on campus, which has been really, really cool. I'm a multimedia communications student at Casper College, and the person that's helping me most on this kind of path has been my advisor for sure. I've really gotten to know her over the time I've been around her. She's also helped me pursue where I want to go a little faster, so I'm getting my degree at my own pace, which is very nice. I've had a really good time here at Casper College, and I'm very excited to see where it's going to take me in the future. I want to become a videographer, and Casper College is helping me reach my goal.
Yeah, one of the rules we have in our program is for our guys to really encourage each other and be positive with one another. But I think a handful of them have taken it too far.
Jack Noakes back at Erickson T-Bird Gym. Halftime between the Western Wyoming Mustangs, Casper College T-Birds, and it's the Mustangs by 3, 38-35. Western's largest lead has been 3, Casper's has been 5, score tied 5 times, and the lead changed hands 5 times in the first half. Leading scorers in the ball games, Eddie McPhee with 9 for the Mustangs. Franklin Agu has 8 for the T-Birds. Jaron Harris with 11 in the opening half, and Jamison Epps with 7. The Mustangs were 15 of 29, 52% from the field, 5 of 12, 41% behind the arc, and 3 of 6 at the free throw line. Birds were 15 of 35, 43%. They were 4 of 14, just 29% in the land of 3, and they went to the free throw line just 1 time, 1 for 1. Rebounds in the first half, 19 for the Mustangs, 17 for the Birds. The personal fouls, 5 for the Mustangs, 7 for Casper. Assists, 6 for the Mustangs and 7 for the Birds. Western turned it over 8 times. The Birds turned it over 6. Block shots, 1 by Western, 2 by Casper. And steals in the first half, 3 by the Mustangs and 5 by the Thunderbirds. Let's see. Points off turnover, 6 apiece in the paint. Casper outscoring Western 20-14. Second chance points, 6 for the Mustangs and 2 for the Birds. And the bench from Western outscoring Casper by a count of 12-9. So, second half of a mighty important basketball game for Casper College. A win here would really give them the inside track to hosting the Region 9 tournament for the men. A loss here would put things up in the air. Northwest, which was tied with Casper with 1 loss in sub-region play, was beaten at Central Wyoming last night. So the Birds could be in good shape with a win here, headed to Eastern Wyoming on Monday. We shall see. We've still got 20 minutes to go here. A little blood evidently on the court. Not sure when that happened, but we got trainers out there, the cleanup crew with the antiseptic, finishing up stuff in the Casper front court. It will be Casper's basketball as we start the second half of play. Still trying. Jamison Epps doing his best to mop things up, as is the training staff. T-Birds will have Dia, Diachoke, Peterson, Epps, and Harris, I believe, yes. Casper ball, Dalton Peterson to play it in. Final regular season home game. Birds still have a road game, a makeup game at Eastern Wyoming on Monday evening. Diachoke in the corner, in deep. Epps layup is good. That's the way to start the half. Epps now with 9 and the Birds down by 1. First possession of the second half for the Mustangs. Ferreira looking to McPhee, high post, double teamed. Here's a dribble drive, and the layup is in and out. The tip is no good, and Dia clears it. Epps will get it ahead to Jaron Harris. Harris hesitate, head fake, off the glass, no, drew the foul, I believe. Let's see if it's a shooting foul, and it will be. Birds only went to the free throw line one time in the first half, and now that foul is on Hugo Ferreira, his second. Jaron Harris will toe the strike. On the season, an 86% free throw shooter. First one's good, and we're tied at 38. Second one, in and out, no, rolls around, and Ferreira quickly out of back court for Hettinger. Low post, Agu against Dia, brings it back out top. Keel. A little deliberate. They get it finally along the baseline. They'll kick it outside. Head fake by Keel, and he threw it out the front door almost. And a foul going to be whistled here, or are they going to say the ball was tipped? No. Well, they're going to say the ball was tipped by the Birds, I guess. Wow. So, 7 on the shot clock. They get it into McPhee with a nice move from the right side of the lane. He'll lay it home. 8 points for Eddie McPhee. 40-38, Western on top. Dia to Peterson, cross-courted. Harris wants to burn in the paint, has to kick it back outside. Dalton alone for a 3. That's an air ball. Was it partially blocked? No. Dalton struggled a little here in the first half, and that wasn't the way to start the second. 40-38. Birds down by 2, just underway in the second half of play. Ferreira lost his dribble, cross-courts it. Attempting to just use a little clock here, and they're doing a good job. From the elbow, McPhee with the miss, tapped ahead by Epps. Peterson, Dalton brings it in with a high dribble, yo-yos it and gets it over. They're trying to get it down low. Dia in deep, lay it up. No, couldn't get the rebound either. Guzman was point blank, missed. Here's a 3 on the way by Keel, and he's their artist from outside. He's got 8, and that's the biggest lead of the afternoon for Western. They're up 5. Dia to Epps, dribble drive off the glass. No, Dia keeps it alive, kicks it outside. Harris for 3, got it. 43-41 Western. Keel for Hettinger at the top. Agu pulled all the way out on top. Gives it to Ferreira, tries to push off on Harris. Here's a 3 ball from the left side is good. Hettinger, his first points of the ball game. 46-41, 3 minutes into the second half. Diachoke at the top. for Usman. Back to Epps. Epps working against Hettinger. Off the glass. Got it, and he's fouled. Well, when in doubt, get it to Jamison. Epps now, as the foul will go on Franklin Agu, his second. Epps with 11 points. Chance to bring his team within 2 here. And his first free throw, only free throw is good. A dozen for Jamison, and it's 46-44 in favor of Western. Hettinger into the front court. Gives it to Ferreira, and they'll bring it to Agu. For Keel, the three-point artist. Runs into Dia. Goes to the right side elbow. Bounces to Agu in deep. Layup is good. He's got 10. 48-44. Mustangs. Epps wants Dia to come out and set the pick. Jamison drive, hard off the glass, didn't go. Epps will fight for the rebound, grab it in deep, lay it up, no. Tipped by Dia, no. Epps follow, no. Epps with the ball, Dia has it stolen, and a jump ball will be called and will go over to Western. Birds had 5 or 6 looks in deep, couldn't get the tip or the follows to fall. Usman will leave. Andre Marich will come in, so the two big 6'9" guys are in together now. Ferreira for Keel to Hettinger. McPhee almost drew the double team. Here's a three that's good. Chase Hettinger with a pair of threes for 6 points and a 7-point lead, biggest of the afternoon for Western. Marich loses his dribble, tries to find Epps, and a foul will be whistled. This is going to go on Chase Hettinger. Be his second. Third team foul. Marich looked at the deuce and then gets it to Harris. In the corner, Diachoke for 3, no. Mustangs into the front court, 5 minutes in to the second half, and they got their biggest lead. Biggest lead either team's had is 7. Keel bouncing low post. McPhee kicks it outside. They'll go in the corner. Hettinger for another 3. This one missed. Nestor Diachoke will give it off to Epps in the backcourt. Birds could use a hoop. Harris works behind to pick, cross-courts it. Diachoke from the other corner, and that's in and out, no good. The 3 ball not falling tonight on the home court, and that is a problem. Hettinger against Epps in deep, and that's going to go on Jamison. Second foul, second team foul. Dalton Peterson and Nestor Diachoke will come out. That means Jaden Peters and Darius Robinson are in a smaller lineup for the Birds. In deep, the layup is good. Just got it into Micah McPhee, who laid it home. And the lead is 9, 53-44. Harris backs his dribble away. Loses his dribble, gets it to Darius for Epps. Epps at the top. Left side, outside, pull up. Harris, 15-footer is good. Jaron with his 17th point of the ball game, and we're going to get a timeout here. 14:08 to go. It's 53 Western, 46 Casper.
My name is Abigail Landwehr. I'm from Powell, Wyoming, and I am a student here at Casper College. I decided to choose Casper College mostly because of the financial option, but I also decided it was a really good place to start. So I think my favorite thing about being here on campus is probably all the opportunities I've gotten. For example, I've gotten to work with the Casper Star-Tribune, and I've also gotten to work with the PR department here on campus, which has been really, really cool. I'm a multimedia communications student at Casper College, and the person that's helping me most on this kind of path has been my advisor for sure. I've really gotten to know her over the time I've been around her. She's also helped me pursue where I want to go a little faster, so I'm getting my degree at my own pace, which is very nice. I've had a really good time here at Casper College, and I'm very excited to see where it's going to take me in the future. I want to become a videographer, and Casper College is helping me reach my goal.
Well, Western Wyoming has grown a 3-point halftime lead to 9 at one time here early in the second half. They lead it right now by 7, 53-46. A lot of time left, but the Birds have struggled from behind the arc. Casper will go to the full court pressure here. Ball will come in to Agu, who will bounce it over to Keel, right back to Agu, cross it to McPhee, still in the back court, and they finally clear it and get it to Ferreira. He will work against Jaden Peters. Backing in at quarter court, top of the key. Keel wants to drive, looked like he walked. Loose ball, Agu's shot partially blocked. Marich with the ball, and they'll give it ahead. Robinson exchanging with Peters, and then Marich. Marich will bounce to Harris, looking at the low post. They'll double team Epps. He got away, and he'll lay it up and in. They lost him after they double teamed him, and Jamison with his 14th point of the ball game cuts the lead to 5. Hawkins to Ferreira. Right back to Hawkins at the top. Agu. Players on the floor. High arc for a 3. That is good. Wow. Well, he is their 3-ball artist, Keel. Birds with a miss. The rebound by Peters. No, his follow no good. Agu tried to save it, couldn't do it. And it'll be Bird basketball. Harris Jr. set to come in along with Micah Pierce for Western. Birds down 56-48. Jaron Harris will play it in, trying to get it to Epps. Jamison wants to back in. No foul called. Turnaround J is good. Wow. I was wondering if Epps was going to get the foul. He's now got 16 for the Birds. Birds cut into the lead. Western leads by 4. Keel, the 3-point guy, for Hawkins. Drives, tries to throw it. It is tipped into the back court. Jamison Epps. Shot clock did not wind. Here's the miss and the rebound by Pierce. In deep, has it slapped loose. We got a reset to 18 on the shot clock. The ball will stay with the Mustangs. Hawkins to play it in, and they throw it out of bounds. Was it deflected by the Birds? It was. It's gotten a little sloppy and as physical as we expected it to be. Jackson Keel to throw it in, just in the back court. Hawkins comes and gets it, and he gives it over to McPhee. McPhee will exchange with Keel at the half-court mark. Down to 5 to shoot. Keel looking for a pick, had it knocked loose. Robinson knocked it loose. Birds on the run to Epps. Epps out top. Harris for 3, no. Tipped up and in by Robinson. What a tip, or by Peters. What a tip. And it's 56-52. See if that will energize the Casper team a little bit. Harris for McPhee at the T-Bird insignia. To the top of the key for Harris. Corner right side outside. Ooh, nice feed in deep. And Pierce will score it. He's got 11. And the lead back to 6. 11-17 to go in this ball game. Western 58, Casper 52.
people out there, man. Let's go.
Birds down by 6 with 11:17 to play in this contest. Casper led by as many as 5 in the opening half, trailed by as many as 9 here in the second half. Western had a 3-point lead, 38-35 at the halfway mark. Darius Robinson will bring it ahead. Looking for Peters, dumps it down low. Epps against a triple team, put it up, didn't get it, but he drew the foul. Well, they collapse in a hurry when number 2 gets the basketball. Charlie Harris with the foul. 14 fouls here in the second half for the Mustangs and just 1 for the Birds. Line drive, free throw good. 17 points for Jamison. Epps on the season, 70%, 69% from the free throw line. Chance to cut the lead to 4 here, and he won't. Left it short. Darius Robinson sneaks in, couldn't control the rebound, tapped it out. Tyson Hawkins, freshman from Lehigh, Utah, will bring it ahead. The lefty on the dribble, met by Peters at half court, cross courts it to Harris. Right back to Hawkins. Exchanging with Keel. Agu pulled way out against Marich, and that's good. He has 12 and is having a big game. Robinson almost had it knocked loose, gathers back, goes to Jamison Epps outside with 20 on the shot clock. For Jaron Harris, dribble drive, in the land of 3 with 10 to shoot. All the way down the baseline, and Peters couldn't control the pass. Harris wanted a foul, there's no call, and the turnover leaves the Birds down 7 as Nestor Diachok and Dalton Peterson will come back for Casper. Talking with Sean Gutting before the game, knew this was going to be a difficult one. This is a talented team. They're physical, they're big, and their record of 2-5 not indicative of the way they played. He said they've lost a lot of really close ones. Out top, alone for a 3. That is short. Ball is tapped right into the bench. That won't count. Micah Pierce with the miss. Birds will get it back. And I think we'll get a media timeout. Still 9:58 or 30-second timeout. What do we got, guys? 9:58 to play in the contest. Western Wyoming 60, Casper College 53. Birds will be back in action Monday night, that makeup game against Eastern Wyoming in Torrington, roads permitting, and looks like maybe we'll get a little break and they'll be okay. Girls victorious today, 75-52. They, of course, have won the North sub-region. They'll be a number 1 seed from the North, and the girls tournament will go, the Region 9 will go from the Cougar Palace in Scotts Bluff. Been there just a few times in my life for just a few Casper College Western Nebraska games, both on the ladies and the men's side, and Over the years, it's been quite a rivalry. We'll see if it comes to that when the women's tournament gets underway. Here, the men needing a win today, and they would be in great shape to host the Region 9. Right now, they've got a 1-game lead over Northwest. Basketball is in the hands of the Birds, and Darius Robinson gives it to Peters. They'll dump it down low. Epps in deep over Agu. Jamison with 19. The Birds down 5. Hawkins against Dalton Peterson, gets it right back, goes out top to Micah Pierce, left side to Harris. Pierce for Harris with 10 to shoot. Down low, Agu in deep. Looked like he may have walked in deep again, and underneath, Pierce will throw it up underneath the rim. It hits the bottom side of the rim, but they're going to call the foul, and Jamison's going to get his 3rd of the ball game. It'll put Micah Pierce, 6'7" freshman from Phoenix, on the line. Pierce with 11 points. Make it 12. Well, the Mustangs show no signs of relinquishing the lead here in the second half. Pierce with a second one, and that's good too. He has 13, and the lead is back to 7. And we got an official timeout here because Jaden Peters turned an ankle, I think. He's going to have to hobble off the court. Try and get him to sit on the bench, and they will. Trainers will come over. Casper basketball. Robinson to Diachok. Bouncing for Peters, who's run over by Agu. That's going to be his 3rd, I believe. Yes. Bird basketball. Harris to play it in along the end line right of the basket, dumps it out top. Diachok right back for Jaron, out top to Robinson. Darius looking right, backs the dribble away now with 12 on the shot clock. Robinson to the top, 3-ball on the way is good. A contested 3, and Darius finds the bottom of the net for his 8th point and cuts the lead to 4. Into the front court, Harris lost his dribble, picked it back up. Would have been a nice turnover for the T-Birds. Hedinger looks like he carried the ball, brings it left side for Pierce at the top. Swing it to Harris, right back to Pierce. And Diachok and Agu in a wrestling match, and they're going to give this foul to Agu, I believe. If so, it's his 4th. Didn't put it up on the board. Wow. Birds will get the basketball. Try and get within 2 or 1. Dalton Peterson for Epps. 1-on-1 against Agu. Bumps, throws it up, front of the rim, no good. Out of back court. Hawkins for Agu. Fake the cross-court pass, and they'll set up from outside. Harris to Hawkins, double teamed. Ooh, Harris, high arc for 3, that's good. Charles Harris Jr. with 6 now on a pair of 3s. 65-58. Harris behind the pick, bounces for Peterson. Dalton's pass knocked loose, comes right to Darius Robinson. High arc for a 3, that's good. Well, Dalton Peterson hasn't found the range, but Darius Robinson has, and at 65-61, timeout The Birds want to take a 30-second timeout. For Casper, Jaron Harris with 17, Jamison Epps with 19, Darius Robinson now with 11, including 2 huge threes in the last minute. Leading scorers in the ball game for Western, Micah Pierce with 13, Franklin Agu has 12, Jackson Keel has 11. It is 65-61, Western by 4, 7:25 to play in the contest. Birds trailed by 3 at the halftime. They led by as many as 5 in the first half. They have not led here. They've been playing catch-up the entire second stanza. Jamison Epps, Sean Gutting with the official. Epps in the middle had to back away, and now it will be Western's ball. Get it into McPhee in the backcourt for Hawkins. He'll work against Darius Robinson. Draws the double team and gets it across and swings a pass outside to Hedinger, right back to Hawkins. At the top, Pierce in low. McPhee trying to turn against Diachok, has to kick it outside. Hedinger with a drive to the basket that's good. His 8th point, 67-61. Harris in deep with the left-hand layup. They'll call the foul before the shot. It's going to go Tyson Hawkins, and it'll be his first 16 foul? Guess so. Birds have only 2 here in the second half. Harris to play it in. Bounces it to Epps, couldn't control it. Turnover Casper. Numbers coming back the other way. No look pass in deep. McPhee will be fouled. Birds are a little disoriented right now. This foul is on Jaron Harris's 2nd. Mustang ball along the end line to the left. They'll get it in deep. Hedinger with the miss, but he drew the foul. Threw it up with the right hand, point blank, threw it up too hard, but the foul will go on Diachok, his 2nd of the ball game. Lots of time left, but the Birds have had very little success in eating into the lead. They get it down to 4, they've gotten it down to 5 or 6, and then they lose a little contact, and it comes right back to 8 or 9. Chase Hedinger from Castle Rock, Colorado. His 9th point of the ball game, all of them coming in the second half. Builds the lead back to 7. He'll get another one, and that one's good also. So he has 10. The lead is 8 at 69-61. We're under 7 to play. Robinson. Darius all the way down left side with the left-hand layup. Well, he's hit a couple of big threes. Now the dribble drive and a deuce. 69-63, Western by 6. Hedinger cross courts for Keel. Keel to the baseline. Robinson made him turn around. They kick it back outside, almost threw it away. Hedinger will get it by the score table. 10 seconds to shoot. Ferreira picked up by Robinson. Dribble drive is too hard. Jamison crashes the boards, knocks it loose. Robinson to Peterson for 3. That's no good. Epps with a big rebound. Bores in deep, scores. He's got 21. The lead is down to 5. 69-65. Western with the ball. Keel pushes against Diachok, loses it, but the Mustangs gain control. Peterson playing defense against Hedinger, and the foul going to be whistled. It is a little rugged. Where did the foul go? did go on Dalton. It'll be his second. Chase Hettinger to the free throw line. Left the first one short. Hettinger on the season, a 65% free throw shooter. 69, 70, 65 as he makes the second of the two-shot foul. He's got 11. Going to get a timeout on the court here again. It's just a 30-second timeout. Birds hanging tough. With 5:24, they trail by 5.
We're trying to figure out who the best dunk on the team is, you feel me? So first we got B-Nard right here. He got something for us real, you see me? Something real cool. Then we got Ness, something not too crazy. My former man from Turkey, and the best dunk on the team is probably Tyler. That's my pick.
Still 5:24 to go in this one. It's an uphill battle. The Birds have trailed the entire second half. Biggest lead of the afternoon has been 9 points by Western Wyoming. The Birds had a 5-point lead once in the second half. 38-35 was the halftime score in favor of Western. Western came into the game 14-11. The Birds 22-5. Casper 11-1 at home. Their only loss to Indian Hills when they were ranked #1 in the nation. The night before, this same Western team played Indian Hills and lost to them by only 3. And they're showing the T-Birds all the problems that they can give them right now. Birds will roll the ball in, and it will be Jaron Harris, who will chase Ferreira across the timeline. Peterson to Robinson. Got it! He's hit 3 in a row from 3. The freshman from Chicago's Kenwood High School lighting it up, 70-68 with 5 to play. Keel exchanging. Hettinger, Diachoke on him. They'll get it to Ferreira. In deep, McPhee reverse it up and in. Nice move. Good defense being played by Jamison Epps, and they score it anyway. Peterson for a 3 that's no good. Agu with the rebound. 72-68. Robinson has had the hot hand from the land of 3 here in the second half with 3 for 3. Agu at the top. Get it to a guard. Gets it to Keel all the way down right side, kick it outside and bring it around. Here's Ferreira down the left side. Harris stays with him. Hettinger throws it up at the buzzer and it's good. The shot clock winding down to 1 second and he hit it. In deep, Darius with a left-hand shovel that's no good. He'll go to the line for a pair. 4:08 to play in the contest. This will be Keel's first foul of the night. Team fouls are now 7 on the Mustangs, 5 on the Birds. Darius Robinson to the free throw line. First one is good. Darius on the season, 85% from the free throw stripe. He has had quite a second half to keep the Birds in it here. He's got 17. Make it 18. Not gonna miss. And it's 74-70, just over 4 to go in the contest. Hettinger. Epps will come out to meet him and he'll swing it at half court to Ferreira. Behind to Pick. Outside. Keel burns the baseline, throws it up, reversed it, didn't get it. Epps will come away with the rebound. To Darius Robinson. Robinson with the hot hand, fake on the 3. Epps tries to drive and he'll be fouled and go to the line. Epps a little slow to get up. The foul will be the third for Chase Hettinger. 3:36 on the scoreboard clock. 74-70 is your score, and Jamison Epps will be at the free throw line for Casper. On the season, 69%. First one is no good. Dia taps it. It's saved by Peters, but he saves it inbounds, and it comes to Ferreira in the backcourt. Ferreira for Hettinger to Keel. The Mustangs content to use the little clock as the shot clock winds to 12. McPhee to the elbow. They'll kick it in the corner, and that is long. Dia will tap it to Epps. Robinson out of backcourt. Darius dribble drive, has his shot blocked, and it was blocked back into the court, but Hettinger was standing outside. He'll get credit for a blocked shot. Shot clock will stay at 22. Dia will leave. Diachoke back in. Harris will check in for Western. 2:58 to play in the contest. Western with a 4-point lead. T-Bird ball to Diachoke for Epps. Jamison. Jaron Harris almost lost the ball. Looking for Robinson with 13 to shoot. Goes down left side, high dribble, and lost it out of bounds. Hawkins back in for the Mustangs. Dia returns for the T-Birds. 2:47 to go. Crunch time. And the ball in the hands of Keel, the three-point shooter. Works it across the timeline, gives it to the guard, Ferreira. They'll bring everybody out on top of the free throw line. Shot clock down to 10 as Adu gives it off to Ferreira. For Hawkins, he'll try the left-hander that's no good. And the rebound, Jaden Peters, who left with a gimpy ankle, comes in. Robinson, head fake, three, no. Dia for the rebound, couldn't get it. And the clock will wind to 2 minutes, and then a foul going to be called, I think, on Jaden Peters. No. Usman Dia is going to get it. 74-70, just the 6th-team foul. 2:05 to play, and Western will get the ball in the back court. But first, a timeout by the T-Birds. It's been a struggle in the second half, and the Birds in desperate need of a defensive stop and some hoops, down by 4.
Yeah, one of the rules we have in our program is for our guys to really encourage each other and be positive with one another. But I think a handful of them have taken it too far.
Well, we're headed to the final 2 minutes of this one. Casper College trying to make up a 4-point deficit. 74-70, 2:05 to play. It'll be Western Wyoming basketball out of the back court. I believe. Are we at the free throw line here? Yes, we're at the free throw line, and there must have been a technical foul called because nobody's on the line. Did not see that. Hawkins will make the first, and the second one is good also. He has 5. It'll be Western ball. The lead is at 6. They'll throw it in the backcourt. McPhee gets it over to Keel. Chases Robinson, gets it back, and cross-courts it down deep inside to Hawkins. Game clock down to 1:50, shot clock at 15. Mustangs not in a hurry here. Hawkins with 7, feeding the low post. Agu looked like he walked. They're not going to call the walk. They're going to call the foul. Basket is good. He's got 14, and that may do it. The lead is 6 with 1:38 to go. The lead is 8, with 1:38 to go, and a free throw coming. Birds' 7-game winning streak in jeopardy. The right to host the Region 9 tournament up in the air, too, if they lose this one. Agu's free throw is good, his 15th point of the ball game. 79-70 with 90 seconds left in the game. Casper in need of a hoop quickly, preferably a 3. Harris dribbling out top. Bouncing to Epps against Agu. Pull up in the lane, 12-footer's good. Jamison's 23rd point. Birds could lose a steal as we approach a minute to go. Diachoke over Agu. Oh, all the way back down, and Keel will back it away. 1 minute left in the contest. And 13 on the shot clock. Ferreira content to use time on the clock. Head fake McPhee on the 3 for Harris in the corner, and I think he walked with the basketball. Either that or he was on the sideline, but the clock's down to 45 seconds, and the Birds are down 7. Mustangs will take the time out here. And the Birds are going to need miracle time here. They trail by 7 with 45 seconds to go. And they're in desperate need of a 3. A 4-point play would be nice too. Casper in danger of losing at home for only the 2nd time this year. Western with a 2-5 record in the North Sub-region, where the Birds were 7-1. So, earlier today, the Casper College women victorious by 23 points. 75-52 to run their record to 26-3. They will be a number 1 seed out of the North Sub-region when they go to the Region 9 tournament in Scotts Bluff in about 2 weeks. Men with a win here today could have assured themselves the right to host. Now they'll go to Eastern Wyoming needing a victory and see what happens. Robinson quickly ahead, looking for Peterson, gets to Dalton, exchanges with Harris. Jaron all the way down right side, steps in the lane, scores, and is fouled. Western didn't need that, the T-Birds did. 19 for Harris, 79-74. Foul went on Keel, his 2nd of the night. Harris to the free throw line, where on the season he's 76%, and he'll make that one. He's got 20, Birds down 4, still 30 seconds to play. Double team Hawkins in the backcourt. They'll clear it across. Diachoke will foul Keel, who will step to the line here and shoot one in a bonus. It's the 9th team foul for the T-Birds. Keel on the season. Shooting a 1-and-1 here, an 81% free throw shooter. Shoots 49% behind the arc. He hasn't been draining threes today. This one's good. His 12th point of the ball game, back to a 5-point lead. Second one on the way, that's good also. That'll about do it. His 13th. Robinson into the front court, pull up, high arc three, air ball. Tried to draw the foul, didn't get it. And with 19 seconds to go, it'll be Western's basketball. They're going to run their record on the season to 15-11. The Birds will go to 22-6 overall. And they'll go to 7-2 in sub-region play. Out of the backcourt, McPhee. They had the ball knocked loose, but they'll cross-court it with 9 seconds to go, and Epps will foul Hawkins. Well, it's been a good run for the T-Birds. Now they need to go to Eastern and get a win and see what happens with Northwest, which was beaten by Central yesterday. And the first free throw is no good by Hawkins. Still 7 ticks left on the clock. Second one is good. Tyson with his 6-point. Birds will get it to Darius Robinson. Robinson steps into a man for a three and almost made it, and the foul will go on Harris. So a pair of number threes, both from Chicago, involved in the play. Robinson kind of stepped into him, that NBA trick, and 0.2 of a second left as Darius goes to the free throw line. Should shoot 3, which would put him over the 20-point mark. He's got 18 right now. Charlie Harris Jr. holding both hands up in the air, saying, I went straight up. And he may have, but he still got the foul. Darius, first free throw good. 19 points now for the freshman. 2 seconds exactly, not 0.2. Second one is good. He's just ice at the free throw line. And he'll go 3 for 3 at the stripe. And it'll be 82-78. That'll be the final. Unless, well, the Birds are going to foul in the back court. And we'll put Micah Pierce-No, Eddie McPhee to the free throw line. Jaron Harris gets his third. So the 7-game winning streak comes to an end at an inopportune time for Casper. They go to 7-2 in Region 9. That should be what Northwest's record is. T-Birds lost that overtime game to Northwest and then just smoked them here. (83-78). McPhee with 16, chance for his 17th point of the day, and he'll get it. Or his 12th, rather. 84-78 is going to be your final here. And the Mustangs of Western Wyoming come away victorious. So it's a split here for the teams today at T-Bird Gym. The women victorious rather easily. 75-52 was the final of that one. And the men dropping an 84-78 decision. The way things look now, Casper will go to 7-2 in the North Division. Northwest lost yesterday, which put them at 6-2, not 7-2, at least if the NJCAA Region 9 report is correct. So it'll be interesting to see who gets to host the men's Region 9 tournament. A win here today of Casper would have given him that right. Now, going to have to go to Eastern, get a victory, and we'll talk to Sean Gunning and see what else has to happen for them to host Region 9. But T-Bird men just couldn't get over the hump in the second half, and Western came in and took it away. So the Birds final score 84-78. Casper trailed 38-35 at the halfway mark, and they were outscored 46-43 in the second half, lose at 84-78. We're going to step aside for a moment. Sean Gutting will return. We'll run some stats for you, and we'll talk about the game and where we go from here.
I want to show for some people out there, man. I want to show for some people out there, man. I want to show for some people out there, man. I want to show for some people out there, man. I want to show for some people out there, man. show for some people out there, man. Put on a show for some people out there, man. Put on a show for some people out there, man. Put on a show for some people out there, man.
Jack Noakes back with Sean Gutting after the T-Birds winning streak comes to an end, 84-78. We talked about it beforehand. You knew this was going to be a physical game, and you knew that they're pretty good.
Yep. Yeah, and they set the tone early. We just had a hard time with holding Nagu, you know, and he's the guy that's bothered me knowing coming into this game, the two times we played him, just that he's the one that can really, really hurt you in the paint. You know, and McPhee had a good game. You know, it's a tough group over there, you know, and we just couldn't really get over the hump.
I made the comment on the air that when they measured him at 6'6", I'm not sure if they're talking height or width.
Yeah, he's a big kid.
He's physical in the paint.
Mm-hmm.
And
big, strong kid. And, you know, I mean, the other thing is also they shot, they shot 50% from three, which is, you know, hasn't happened to us in a while. You know, they played with a lot of confidence, and hats off to them. They played really well.
On the other side of the coin, coming down the stretch, Darius Robinson almost bailed you out.
Yeah,
because Dalton wasn't hitting the three tonight. Right. Darius was.
Yeah, you know, Dalton and Nestor both struggled shooting it. You know, and we just couldn't get those guys going. You know, Nestor was at least still finding guys. You know, but Darius really kind of came in and did what we all know he's capable of doing. It was just too little, too late.
So, Eastern Wyoming on Monday. Maybe a bigger game than you thought it might be or hoped it might be?
Yeah, you know, we knew they'd all be big at this point, but, you know, now that one really has a lot of implications to it. And, you know, this is the situation we put ourselves in, you know, so we got to just see how tough we are on the road, how tough we are playing in a tough environment against a team that plays really confidently, you know, and still give us a chance to host this thing.
So what do you need to do? What needs to happen? We were just trying to decide. Central beat Northwest yesterday.
Correct.
Where's Northwest tonight?
I'm not
I'm not sure either. I was
think they
thinking,
go to LCCC on Monday,
that's what I was
and then
thinking,
they're playing,
LCCC on Monday.
Yep, and then they have Western, these guys at home again on Tuesday. Next
So
week.
they have 2 more.
They have 2 more.
You're
so,
done
Yep.
with 1 more
Yeah, so-
against.
If we end up, pulling out the game against Eastern and winning on the road, then I think it's pretty much set right now with us in first with the tiebreaker over on Northwest at that point. But there's a lot of games to be played, a lot of things to still play out, and you just never know. That's why this league is always so good.
Well, in this time of the year, you're on the road, and you know that travel in this in this region isn't the greatest thing in the world either. So, what'd you see that you liked out of your team tonight?
I think we showed some fight at times where we could have folded. I think a couple guys really played well offensively. And I think a lot of it just comes down to our toughness factor and our comfort level. We talk about not getting comfortable, and it's clear to me that we've gotten a little comfortable with the winning streak. And
7-game winning streaks do that, don't they?
Yeah, and I think.
And you try not to.
Right, and I think it's just a challenge of realizing what we got to do, and we have a quick turnaround. We don't have a whole lot of time to harp on this. We play Eastern on Monday. We got to figure out tomorrow what we're going to do with them, and kind of work on it and try and figure out how we're going to play on Monday night, and see how that goes.
Well, you got the type of game out of your big guys. Epps had another great game. Jaron Harris really kind of was the guy who led you in the first half.
Yeah, he weathered the storm early. I think the one thing that he struggled kind of handling it and just finding guys. Had 5 turnovers, but he shot it well, and he had some big-time buckets for us, some tough finishes. We just got to try and piece this all together again, and really we didn't have any balance scoring it tonight. And that's just been the name of our game this whole time. We really had most of our points come from 3 guys. We got to try and find a way to make sure that we can get Nestor easy shots, Dalton easy shots, Uzman to finish around the rim. I think guys were just a little tight and a little tense, and rightfully so. I get it; it's a big night, but we got to put it past us.
Okay, I'm sure you will.
Yep. Thanks, Jack.
All right, thanks. Sean Gutting, his team on the trailing end tonight of an 84-78 score. The Birds on the road to Eastern Wyoming, and that will determine a lot as to whether they get to host the Region 9 tournament. That's going to do it for us. The ladies victorious. My thanks to the crew here, because I don't think we'll be back. Well, we will. If Region 9 is here, I guess we'll be here. So we'll hope that we get to see you again on the stream on the Casper College website. Final score again. The T-Bird ladies victorious 75-52. The men lose it 84-78. Both teams end the regular season Monday night in Torrington against Eastern Wyoming. Jack Noakes saying good night from Erickson T-Bird Gym.
I want to show for some people out there, man.